welcome back. This is the first part of our averaging function. In our last classes we have discussed counting functions, summing functions, and this is the third part of the functioning that we are discussing, and this is averaging function. Under averaging we have average and averagea, which we are going to discuss the difference. The difference is simple that we are going to discuss here. Average, what average does, average get or returns the arithmetic mean of numbers. Okay, that is what average does, and it ignores empty cell, text values, and logical values. Average ignores empty cells, text values, and logical values. True and false are logical values. We are going to discuss this in our next classes when we go to logical functions and if statement. So let's see their differences from this calculation. Okay, when we want to calculate arithmetic mean, we say equals average. Okay, we have average, so we say tab average the numbers. You can have ranges, you can have commas, and you can have a range as we did in summing. So if you want the multiple ways of doing averages, you can still go back to see what we have done with summing. I do not have to repeat because you know how to name your ranges, how to do average for those named ranges. Okay, when you say enter, you get 7.4. so what that means is when you select these numbers, you have the average as 7.4 here, telling you that the average that we have here is only for the numbers, and text values like dida, empty cells here at A7, and logical value at A10 are ignored. And you can see the text values are aligned to the left, and the numerics are aligned to the right, and logical functions are aligned at the center. So the difference between this and average A, we have said for average A, it ignores empty cell. For text values like this, it gives a value of 0. And for logical values, if the logical value is true, it gives the value of 1. And if it is false, it gives the value of 0. So the average A for this result will be, average A for this range will be different from the average, because sorry, for dida it gives the value of 0, and for true it gives the value of 1, and it do ignore the empty cells. So this is average, this is average. And when we have here average A, we will getting something different. Okay, yeah, let's extend from there, say equals average A tab. It has for value 1, 2, and so on. So let's have it from here to the here and say enter. It gives you 5.4286, because you know how to get the average of numbers, that is arithmetic mean. You add all these values and divide by the counts. So like 3, 4, 1, these are 7, right? So you add all of them and you divide by the counts. But from here, it gives you, it ignores this, and it gives this as a 0, and it gives this as a 1, and for the count, it counts all what you have here except the empty cells. Thank you for joining. In our next class of averaging function, we are going to do averaging with a criteria and multiple criteria. Thank you and enjoy learning.